Happy New Week.
Glory, glory, Man United.
Welcome back to News for You. My name is Tracy. He is Chimp.
Glory, glory.
We're on form to inform, bombarding with no warning. Let's get started.
Lost.
Bye. Let's get started.
Thank you. She said thank you.
I said bye.
Let's get it. In the headlines, Besigye in court again.
Mr. Update laid to rest.
Government 5-year plan.
Say no to hate speech. Let's get started.
Prominent lawyers Martha Karua and Erias Lukwago gathered at court-martial to represent Dr. Kizza Besigye, to which we saw the prosecution requesting to amend the charge. Imagine that.
That's crazy. This thing keeps changing every day.
Keeps on changing. They keep on getting more people.
More charges.
Yeah, they add. So, yeah, man, you come with 2 lawyers, they say, hey, we can add more cases. So it's crazy.
Anyway, as this unfolds, we will keep you guys posted. Former Kawempe North MP Mohammed Segirinya was laid to rest on Sunday in Butale in Masaka district, creating all of this ruckus. But obviously, he was still laid to rest, and there were calls for unity and just respect for the deceased. So may his soul rest in peace.
The Uganda government has unveiled a 5-year plan to transform Kampala into basically a smart city. Right? One that is livable, one that is free of crime, right? Free of congestion, free of pollution, and one that Ugandan citizens can say, yo, you know what? I'm from Kampala.
In 5 years?
In 5 years, right?
Wow.
So just imagine, a city that is free of all of that traffic.
Yeah.
And things are organized, right?
Or just a city that's livable.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
No petty crime. Your window can
You don't have to worry about like walking with your bag in town. In town, then where they just snatch your earrings.
They snatch earrings in town?
Yeah.
What?
So now imagine a world without those things. They snatch, even the necklace, they can pull it off your neck. You're joking.
So yeah, man, these persistent issues are the ones that they want to cover. They want to eradicate all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So this can then become a city that we can,
smart.
Yeah,
and we can be proud of.
We're proud of it.
Yeah.
We want to be in here.
Yeah, so the Minister of State for Plan, the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, has come forward to say there needs to be accountability when it comes to managing online.
I love your makeup. It's, it's good. Or Mark speaks so well. Or I love
it's always you're forcing accents.
Exactly. It's like
guys,
there are 3 accents in there,
It's called code switch. Wait. It's called code switching. Learn about it.
Exactly.
Thanks.
Just ask. I also went and I wanted to go and comment.
Twitter fingers, right?
And I was like, you know what? I don't have to do this.
You feeding hate with hate is just because it's a bigger fire.
So it's basically positivity is what we need to be sharing out there. But then what sells is negativity online, and we know that. So we just need to find a way to regulate this.
Absolutely.
I love what he's saying.
Yeah. And we're seeing other effects of hate speech. It could cause people to want to self-unalive, or, it just has a really bad effect on people's mentality and just their mental state in general. So it's really, really just harmful, ruining people's reputations.
Exactly.
Hate speech that might not even be true. It's just slander. And it just hurts people's reputation. Because now he's calling for policymakers and tech leaders to actually prioritize regulation and safety online, as well as not turning their digital platforms into a source of harm.
Yeah.
So this really aligns with the UN's call for creating a safe and inclusive digital environment.
I love it. Regulation over censorship.
Period. But also regulation over just for. It's time for sports.
My favorite segment.
Let's go.
Especially after this weekend.
Let's
go. For all of those that are watching, we hope that you guys are familiar with the hashtag GGMU. And do you know what that stands for?
I don't really care.
Yeah, it's Glory Man United. Welcome. This is a sports update with myself and Bashir, the biggest Arsenal fan out there.
It's been a minute.
And the man said, you know what?
We're doing an update in 2025.
2025?
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it's a
I love it. I love that this is the update we're doing in 2025.
Yeah.
Because since 2025,
Yeah.
Manchester United is unbeaten.
I'm telling you.
Something that Arsenal cannot say.
I'm telling you.
However,
Yes,
this
however.
man said, you know what? I will appear, I will wear a white shirt on a Monday, and I'll pull up and I'll talk about my favorite team. And that's what we're going to start with. Right after that, we'll be talking about our guys the other side in Spanish football, right? Because it was a massacre, you know.
As expected.
Yeah, not as expected.
Not as expected.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but yeah.
Yes.
So let's talk about the expected one.
Okay.
We expected that Manchester United
Yes.
will thrash these guys that call themselves Gunners. I don't know which one it is. And last night, we saw a thriller of a game. We saw Amorim go against your guy, Arteta.
I mean, coming into this game, basing on our last games, it wasn't really going to be an easy one for us. And basing on how United has been performing, United has been impressive. Obviously, they slag a bit, then they come on, form and they are here and there. But looking at Arsenal's, not just the form, the team.
Yeah.
We basically do not have a striker, guys. That's one of
true.
our biggest problems. Even when you look at yesterday's game,
What do you call Jesus?
Jesus is not someone you can rely on. Look, Jesus had disappeared for like what?
Nketiah?
Listen, Nketiah is not in Arsenal anymore. He loaned him.
Oh.
So listen, Jesus had disappeared for how many game weeks? He just
Havertz?
came in and surprised us with like a few goals. Havertz is still someone you can't rely on. So
You have them, but they are poor.
basically Arsenal needs a striker. We can't be relying on one striker, which is Jesus. We need like three to
You
three
have
to
them,
two
but they are
strikers.
poor.
We need strikers. That's the most
Man
important
City has
point.
one striker. Who's the top scorer?
Oh, that's
I
Haaland.
think.
Who doesn't
Yeah.
know him? He's a Viking, man. He was even scoring.
So having more
massive
strikers
goals.
is not an excuse.
Having a good striker is the better thing. Someone who can easily get through the net and all that. Man United has also suffered many times like
You
that.
have Jesus, we have Hoyland. Why did we win that game?
How many times have you seen Jesus on his form?
I have actually seen him on form.
How many times?
Does Jesus
He
not
only
have a hat
comes. He
trick
only
this
comes
season?
in. Listen, he's a player like what Rashford, who comes in once in a while. He'll score a goal, then disappears, and for like
Will you attribute
five
your
game weeks-
failure to the fact that you
No,
guys
we
do not have your
we
star
just
boy?
need a better striker. That's it.
It's not about the
when
star
you
boy.
look at the other sectors of Arsenal's team, everything is okay. Defensively, we're okay. The midfield is okay. So we just need a better striker. That's it.
Arsenal signed Gyökeres. Do you know that? What are you saying? If Arsenal signed Gyökeres, right, a striker of Haaland's magnitude, would you say that you would win the Premier League trophy?
You see, having a striker of Haaland magnitude doesn't guarantee you winning a Premier League. Even if United had Haaland, there was no chance you guys were going to qualify for
There's a
the,
high
for the
chance.
Champions League. There was no chance
There's a
United
high
would ever
chance.
qualify for the Champions League. You still remain a mid-table team. You get.
There's a high
Yes, and
chance.
you'll be
You said your
battling for-
problem
You'll be battling
is
for
you
this.
don't have a striker.
You'll be battling for
Because
this,
you're
against
both
these
of the
league
league
games. You'll be battling
twice.
for this league game. You get. What are they called? Carabao, FA.
You
Those are
have
things-
bottled the
those are
league
things
twice.
you'll be fighting for.
And you're going to bottle it.
By and
the
large,
third time.
United won. Obviously, they went to penalty shootouts, and
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
obviously, Calvert's missing out on that penalty. Something,
I've squeezed you. Today I've squeezed you.
something that he intended by the
Yeah.
Calvert. If he catch you, you will know.
So Kai Havertz basically bottled. You know, he threw the whole game away because we saw so many chances in extra time where he could have converted.
Yeah.
But he has a bent foot.
That's
For
what I
some
told you.
reason,
That's why Arsenal needs someone who can really focus and score goals for Arsenal. There are not so many.
Someone
in the Premier League.
said
Yeah.
Arsenal entered this game with 12 men. Referee wearing the shirt number 12, right? But I think they actually entered that game with 11 men. As much as the referee was on their side, Kai Havertz was playing for Manchester United, and that man right there was our man of the match, Kai Havertz. What do you have to say?
Guys, Manchester United faces Leicester next. You next week.
I like your name ends with IR. There's a guy called Bayandir. Do you know that name?
Yes, he's a Turkish man. He's a Turkish man. He's the Manchester United goalkeeper. Shout out to him,
He's
by
a
the
giant.
I mean,
of a keeper.
shout out to him. He did an amazing job. There are some of those penalties Onana could have never saved.
Yeah,
So
That
shout out
is
to him.
true.
He really did an amazing job throughout the game. So,
they were not bad penalties.
Mm.
He was just a great keeper.
and besides, man, why is Odegaard taking up penalty when we have Jorginho inside?
Okay, so to the other
Guys.
side, Hansi Flick, 100% record in finals. And he showed us yesterday that there's no chance that that is going to be reducing.
You know, after yesterday's sorrows of Arsenal, that was how I consoled myself. Obviously, Pirates had already won over the weekend. And then Barcelona picking a massive win against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Is it even still real anymore? Or
It's
they're just,
Real.
is it real?
Los Blancos.
They're no longer Los Blancos, they're blankets now.
Yeah, but we saw the Los Blancos try to revive the game.
There is nothing.
As Barcelona chose to have a train, not a bus.
The guy
defense.
started a lot of intense pressure. Mbappe scoring first goal.
A beautiful goal. Amazing goal.
Undisputed.
And then Rafinha said, hold my cup.
Went to Lamine Yamal first said no.
Yeah.
First went to Lamine Yamal. He first scored that one. Then we get a penalty. I think Lewandowski converted.
Lewandowski converted
Then,
that.
but shout out to Rafinha though. If you see Rafinha at Barcelona and him, the Rafinha that was at Premier League, you see there's a better difference.
No, there's no difference.
No, he's
I would
better.
say that
He's
the
better.
Rafinha that played for Leeds is the Rafinha we now get to see.
He's playing
in
with a
that
better
Barcelona
team, so he's
team.
now better.
Yeah.
He's playing with a better team.
He's just playing with a better
The
team.
quality of players
Still
that,
same quality.
the quality of players that were at Leeds can't be compared to the quality of players at Barcelona.
And
And
even
also-
when he
and
was at
also
Leeds,
that
he was
makes-
on
and
everybody's FPL team.
and
Because
that-
that guy there is a champion.
But no one would have him for the entire season. Right now, someone who is playing FP fantasy for the Spanish league, you don't think about taking him off.
You know what they
the
said?
team. Yeah.
He has gone past, arguably, I mean, people have argued that Vinicius Jr. should have won the Ballon d'Or. Now, Vinicius Jr.'s stats have already been surpassed by Rafinha this season. Imagine that.
I don't even agree with the people who thought Vinicius was going to win the Ballon d'Or. First of all, he's very indisciplined, that man. But yeah. Moving forward.
Yeah, man. I
Real
mean,
Madrid lost. Very important news. The world is happy. Real Madrid should keep losing. I mean, yes, there was no excuse. And they were not in Spain. They were not in where they were playing home away from.